If you have a vacuum cleaner that's not doing its job, it's not picking the dirt off the floor, you're going over the same spot all over again. If you have pet hair to deal with, if you have carpeting to deal with, if your vacuum is too loud, too heavy, you got to listen to this. This is the Miele Guard L1. And I promise, by the time you finish watching this video, you will know exactly everything you need to know before you decide if this should be your next buy it for life vacuum. Now, for people who are not familiar with Miele, Miele is a German company that manufactures in their own factories, still to date, high-end appliances, and they celebrated their 125th anniversary last year. We have been selling and servicing Miele vacuum cleaners since 1999. We know a thing or two about their vacuums, and we like them. Now, for you to realize if this is a good model for you, your needs, and your flooring, we've got to talk about the kind of floor heads this model gets. And this model gets two floor heads. One is a beast of a power head, that's a carpet tool, as well as a combination floor tool. It's easier for me to say this vacuum with the power heads and the attachments that it gets can do every type of floors, carpets, plush, thick, thin area rugs, pet hair, whether it's low, moderate, or high amounts. There isn't anything that this vacuum cannot do. I just mentioned the two floor heads that you get to go with it, but you also get accessory tools. Now, the accessory tools, they're hidden. There's a storage compartment there where the 2-in-1 accessory tool is hidden in there. Now, this is a crevice / upholstery tool. In this configuration, the airflow is there, so it's used as a crevice tool. Turn the neck over, and now it's an upholstery tool for cleaning upholstery furniture and what have you. You also do get, and we hide it there, a dusting brush. The dusting brush in the Guard L1, it doesn't have its own storage area, so it sits on the outside. Now, here's what you want to keep in mind. All these accessory tools, you're more than welcome to use either at the end of the handle, all right, where if you're doing any above floor dusting or whatever, or you could use them at the end of this metal wand, which then allows you to reach really hard to reach areas, spider webs on ceiling corners, for instance, anything. Now, when it comes to functionality and design, well, first of all, as far as design, there's the aesthetics. And agree with me or not, I think this is one of the most beautiful design vacuums ever in history. It's too nice for a vacuum, to be honest. And, well, that's just my opinion. But functionality and design is a different thing. And let me just show you how thoughtful of a design this machine has. First things first, well, that was the little storage compartment for the 2-in-1 upholstery. But then right here is basically how you interact with the machine. And this is an LED screens where you get to select the suction settings. And this border around it is functional. It's the on and off button, which is on the bottom left corner. And then you have the plus and minus suction setting selectors. And then you have your cord rewind at the bottom right. Now, you do get 4 suction settings. You get curtains, upholstery, carpets, and hard floors. You also get an indicator for when the bag is full, and also an indicator that shows you if you need to change the filter in this. Not much else happening up here, except you'll notice the hose, the way the hose connects to the canister, and quite frankly, all the components that going to connect to each other lock in place, so nothing's falling apart, obviously. But you also get a crush proof hose that's also kink free, It's also lightweight. Now this is an electric hose. There's wire running through it, but still very lightweight and easy. Because you have an electric power head that comes with the machine, and that power head has a motor inside, you get an on and off switch here and the handle, which is at your fingertips, to operate that power head. Also, this is a comfort handle, so it's free to move here. It just reduces the pressure on your wrists and shoulders when you move the floor head around. The long stainless steel telescopic wand, very useful for obviously getting to harder to reach places. But then I have seen people like you vacuuming, bending down and going like this. Don't do that. This extends so you don't hurt your back. Now, here's a very important point. Unlike all Miele designs up to date, these models, the Guard L1, the Guard L series altogether, you'll see there is no exhaust grill up on top. So the machine is not exhausting air through the top of the canister anymore. They're now dispersing it through the sides, right? That's very interesting. The thing is, people didn't like sometimes getting that air blown in their faces. So that's one thing. Now, this machine here does get a cushion. Okay, it's a soft plastic siding. The reason for that is to protect your furniture baseboards if this thing hits them, and also protects the body from scratches and scuffs. So also a thoughtful design there. You also get 2 parking spots. One, which I've been using here, is really good for storage, as well as if you're moving the vacuum up and down the stairs. Another parking spot is right at the front. When and if you pause vacuuming, you don't lean things against the wall, and voila. The Guard L1 is a German vacuum. It's made in Miele's factories in Germany, and it gets Miele's 1200 watt motor, which produces a ton of suction. But first of all, you can use the vacuum and not yell, scream to try to talk to someone. It's a quiet motor. It's very important. If you've ever had a loud vacuum, you know how annoying that can get. Also, you get 4 suction settings, because all that power you need to control. Okay, so you're getting a bagged vacuum most likely because of its filtration, but also if you do a little bit of research, you know that bagged vacuums are just so much easier to deal with when it comes to disposing of the dirt. No dust coming back into your face. You don't have to wash filters and dustbins and things like that. You open the lid, you throw the bag out, and you get a new one. So that's the idea with a bagged machine. However, out of the box, these machines are filtered really, really well. Now the L1, which is this one, gets a standard filter from Miele, but starts with HEPA quality bag. It's a 3.5 liter bag. And the other thing you'll notice is the lock-in design for the bag holder. Miele's gone through, this is a brand new design by the way, Miele's gone through lengths to make sure that there is no mistakes when you put the bag into the holder. Because if that bag is not secured in the holder, dirt tends to come outside the bag, gets into the motor, causes a mess. Not with these machines. It's just really easy to put that thing in and out. You have a filter right behind the bag, and you have another filter right here up on top. And again, remember, this is where the exhaust is on both sides. Nice. Now, the Guard L series, the L1 itself, is Miele's new flagship models. And usually flagship and top of the line means heavy, but not in this case. The Guard L1 is actually lighter than the Guard M1, which is the middle of the line, by a pound. And you could feel how light this feels. Not only it's light, it's got 4 caster wheels that allow this to move It's just really nimble, really easy. The Guard L1 gets a 24-foot cord, which is really nice to have if you've ever had a vacuum with a short cord. You'll appreciate the fact that you don't have to keep looking for an electric outlet. By the way, two things. One was that, auto rewind. The second thing is the 24-foot cord gives you a 36-foot operating radius from the plug down to the wall when you include the holes and the length of the wand as well. As mentioned, this is a German product. It's fully made in Germany, and you'll see, you'll feel, you'll touch the quality of all the components you pull right out of the box. Not only that, you get Miele's warranty. Miele's warranty is very comprehensive. As a matter of fact, it's a full 5-year warranty that covers every single component that came out of that box, whatever labor associated with doing whatever service, and also a 7-year warranty on the motor. That's as extensive as it's going to get. Not only that, we do ship these free of charge to all Canadian provinces. 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not happy with your purchase, which, why wouldn't you be? 90-day price match guarantee, just in case. We send you videos on how to use these, especially if it's your first Miele. You'll appreciate knowing at least what not to do. And also, financing if need be. Now, if I missed anything, if there's any questions, we got a ton of experts, Miele vacuum experts, here and happy to help. Please feel free to reach out. Toll free 1-877-220-5656 or vacuumwarehouse.ca. Chat with us there.